friends, back again at 35th episode. Of course, there's a gap, and the gap was because of young ones having final exams and other priorities. So therefore, I have given you time to sort of assimilate all the 34 episodes told to you so far. Now today again we have hashtag success sauce, hashtag interview torpedo. We are back on how to succeed in interview 2.7, chapter 2, part 7. As before, I request you to please like, share and subscribe this channel, which will enthuse me to come out with another 10 to 15 episodes at least. Here we are talking of interview. What is an interview? Interview is formal, for getting a job, for getting a contract, such business deals. And another interview is interaction between two persons when you want to justify your point and or when you want to get over the obstacle created by the other person. Here the example is, I had told you what I faced at Paris. As soon as I landed at Paris, I was told by the information desk that I cannot give a call, and that is in the year 1993, when there was no mobile available, and I was flabbergasted. I am alone in a foreign country. I do not know the language even. What do I do? I am supposed to go to meet President ISKCON, International Society of Krishna Consciousness. I thought, let me try her business acumen or intelligence, so to say. And I told her, if I give you a number, ma'am, can you please dial it? She said, yes. And then I said, if somebody picks up from the other side, would you please pass on the receiver to me? She said, yes. So I solved the problem created by her that I cannot give a ring to outsider from the information desk. That is also a kind of interview. And interview is based on mental strength. Vocabulary, you must have a strong vocabulary. You judge the situation. What is the situation? And what is the person like? And read book about the company. If it is about the job, find some time to go to the visitor's desk and find out about memorandum of understanding book of the company or background of the company, so that at the interview at opportune time you can match your strength to overcome the weaknesses that the company faces. So, and this background was very, very useful. My background was very, very useful in the military interview for military engineering service, military interview, and I had started with the point when I was given the opportunity, tell us something about yourself. So I took that opportunity to say that I am a C certificate awardee and I stood fourth in All India, and I was first all over India on rifle shooting, and that had given me the opportunity of first public address in my career until that time. So, when I had mentioned all these, the military boss was quite pleased, and thereafter to answer other points in the interview was like cakewalk. But sometimes it does not work. Suppose in the case of J Engineering, when I had appeared for the interview, I was asked, "What do you do?" I said, "I am at scrap regeneration company, and scrap is broken into small pieces in desired sizes and desired combination of carbon and loaded in the wagon, and those wagons are taken out by the customer's engine driver to their site." So, suddenly somebody ridiculed me. "So, your job is to watch and count number of wagons?" I was not at all disturbed outwardly, although inwardly I felt insulted. So, I had to reply in the same manner. I said, "Sir, as your general manager fans, count the number of fans sold out." And they were flabbergasted that somebody, interviewee, can give a reply like that. Of course, they were not sportsmen to appreciate my retort. Anyway, I was not chosen. It happens. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Thereafter, you have to judge the situation. As I told you, the interview is an interaction between two persons. I will give you an example of High Court situation. There was a case, and as general manager, I was there in the court to find out what is happening. And the other party was very rich and very determined to win the case, while we as a government company were spending 10,000 rupees per day on the Advocate General, and they were spending 1 lakh rupees per day during those days in 1990, which will be something like 30 to 35 lakhs per day on Supreme Court lawyers, senior lawyers, etc. And I could feel the judge is not happy with the points raised by our Advocate General, and he is forced to agree on the strong points said by the opponents. And at that time, I came near the Advocate General and told him, "Sir, telegram is also a communication, since there is a record of it," because the final argument was there was no communication to the contractor before the auction was held. The moment I said that, a judge told Advocate General, "The gentleman by your side is not wearing black coat, so I am not able to take his words. So, will you please repeat what he said?" He said marvelous words, and that time Advocate General was very keen to know what I said. I repeated that telegram is a communication, and there is a record of it on the file which can be proven that communication was made. Of course, not by letter. Immediately judge said, "Please put up the file." The file was flagged and put up, and then came the judgment immediately that the case was dismissed in favor of us on that final one statement of mine, which I could feel that judge was looking for. So, therefore, it is something you have to feel basically at ease at the situation. If you are tense, these things will not happen, it will not occur. I will give another example of Robert Brown. When I was in a private organization at Jamshedpur, I was told by my general manager that please go and receive RhysRBrown coming from America at Calcutta airport. I received him and put up in 5-star hotel, and thereafter he had jet lag. He slept for some time. He was okay in the evening. Evening was the interview with him at Saturday Club. Therefore, we met at Saturday Club, and I never knew that he is hard drinker, and I do not drink, but I cannot say that in front of him. So he was asking the bearer 2 pegs, 2 pegs, 2 pegs, and the bearer was pouring 2 pegs in his glass, 2 pegs in my glass, and I was watching his eyes while talking. He looked here and there. The moment he looked here and there, I poured the drink into the plant pot nearby, and he thought I had 14-16 pegs like him, whereas I had nothing. And so the interview went on very nicely, because he found that I am also a hard drinker like him. So that is how you have to solve the situation as you face. And I will tell you, at my very young days in class 10, although I was the first boy, I had organized a strike, and since a young boy of 15, I did not know that this should not be spoken about. So in the bus I was telling somebody that be careful, don't enter the classroom, today we are on strike. The office person had heard it, and he had conveyed to the headmaster. And after that, for the whole day we did not attend the class, and we came back home. The peon book, the peon was sent with the peon book to my house, and where a strong stricture was given, my father had to sign, and I was quite alarmed. Next day, when I had gone to the school along with all my classmates, headmaster sir had come and asked that you had done illegal job of calling a strike, and without us knowing what is your difficulty. I was suddenly trying to find out good reason, and I told sir, there is an obnoxious smell at that corner of the room, and we had told the class teacher 3 weeks back. We had told assistant headmaster sir 2 weeks back. We had told your office 1 week back, sir. Nothing has happened for 3 weeks. We are suffocating. We are not able to attend the class properly, hear the teacher, because we are always trying to avoid that obnoxious smell. And the headmaster sir went near that point, and he was also feeling like vomiting. Therefore, he said, okay, you should have told us earlier that it is so serious. The point is that you have to establish your point very cogently and thoughtfully, without appearing to be nervous. And more next time. Thank you.